you guys are shitty wives. I'm sorry you are. You don't cook for your man.
Oh, bless your little heart. You're still what, like 20? I tell you what, when you turn 50, we'll watch this video together and then we'll have a good laugh about it. When I was your age, I was married. I was married for 20 years and I was the perfect wife. My friends used to call me a Stepford wife. Now I know you're too young to know what that is, so Google it. There's actually even a movie about it. I was that perfect wife. I was the one who would make him breakfast. I made him lunches. I made him dinners. We had a full course dinner and a dessert. I always put him and the children first, and I was always dead last. I always put my makeup on and fixed my hair and looked perfect every day, even if I was going nowhere. I always dressed to kill and had the nicest outfits. I volunteered at my children's school. I volunteered at my church. I was very involved in the community. I weighed 110 pounds through our entire marriage and even after giving birth to 3 children. Our house was always spotless. I always had a repairman come into my home to fix the AC, and he walked through and he's like, "You have 3 kids and your house is this clean? How do you do it?" So for you to think that your husband is never going to cheat on you because you're going to be that perfect wife, you could be perfect or a crappy wife. Men like to stick their dick in things. And me and my husband were having sex even the same week he asked me for a divorce. You can be a perfect wife or a crappy wife. Some men are just dogs and they'll screw anything. And for you to think that your husband is never going to cheat on you or leave you, that's right, you're an expert. You've been married a couple of years. Come talk to me after it's been 20 and prove me wrong.
Men cheat. It doesn't matter how good you are as a woman. Men are going to cheat because it's a opportunity and a scarcity thing. See, what a lot of women don't understand is that access to sex is not really that easy to come by for men. So when a woman gives you an opportunity, or when women want to give you the opportunity, a lot of times because men have a high sex drive, they will engage in that activity even if they're in a committed relationship with the perfect woman. In a lot of situations, dudes will get with a woman or marry a woman or get with a friend just for access to sex, because it's difficult to come by for the average guy. With that being said, if you're with a guy that you know is highly attractive, top 10%, and then he cheats, then shame on you, because, bruh, women like him anyway. And if you get with the opposite, a guy who doesn't get that many women, right, but now other women see the value in him because he's with you, he's married, women typically like to go after guys that other women already pre-validated. And if that guy cheats, the one that don't hardly get no women, but now some women finds him attractive, most likely he's going to cheat as well. Unless he has a strong relationship with God or he has strong morals. Because I think what women don't understand about men is that we get tired of being with the same woman sexually. And what I mean by tired of the same woman, not saying tired like we don't never want to have intimate relations with her ever again. We get tired of only having one. We want to have different ones. If you look at the animal kingdom, and a lot of people said this before, most of the females don't have multiple male partners. They all share the same male partner. Most males in the mammal community, or whatever you want to call it, likes to have different options to choose from as far as women. Not saying that's why a dude will cheat on you and still stay with you, because he still wants you, but he just wants other options as well. Does it make it right? I don't know. You can argue with biology. That ain't for me to argue with. But just know how men are. When you get with a guy, you think that the guy's going to commit to you. Why do you think that? The only thing that's keeping me from cheating is my commitment, the vows that I made on my wedding day, and the commitment that I have to God. That's the only thing that's keeping me away from cheating on my wife. A lot of guys ain't going to say it. I'm just going to tell you.
Is it worth getting divorced over age 50?
Yeah, absolutely.
Be careful. Because when they hit 50, you're right. That's exactly what they're going to want. Number 1, a divorce. Number 2, a Lamborghini to get that younger woman to then get a divorce from you. Or number 3, which hardly happens, but it happened to me. Yep, baby. When your husband comes to you and says, "I've been thinking," run for the hills. Don't come back. Just pack your shit and go. I love my children more than anything. I'm just really, really tired. I had him at 50. That mid-age crisis is a bitch. Just run for the hills while you can and keep running.
Now, this is a situation where I criticize the man. The husband was wrong. That's messed up. You had another baby with your wife, and she's 50 years old, and you leave her because you want to buy a Lamborghini and go for the younger woman. I'm not saying you should do this, but why not just stay with your wife and then be with the young woman, on, have her as a mistress or something like that? Why leave the woman that had your children, bro? A woman should have more value after you have her. After she has your children, that should increase her value. I don't care what age she is. Now, I'm not condoning cheating or he should have a mistress on the side, but it's just like, but you want to leave her for a younger woman? Like, leave her. Like, leave the family? You want to break your family up for a younger woman that only wants you for the money? That's idiotic. That's idiotic, bro. That's idiotic.